Listen, my thoughts on the prosperity is that we don't have the prosperity message.
Welcome back to the videos. I'm here with Pastor Brace, and today's video we're gonna be talking about the prosperity message inside the Christian body. There's this prosperity message that is being preached by a lot of pastors. For example, Pastor Murdock, Pastor Copeland. So, what's your thought on the prosperity?
Listen, my thoughts on the prosperity is that we don't have the prosperity message. But the gospel itself, it has prosperity. You get it? So in other words, there's no separate gospel. You say this,
there's no prosperity gospel.
Gospel in particular. But the gospel in itself, it has prosperity itself. You get it? So like, to me, I don't see any problem with Mike Murdock and Pastor Copeland for preaching about the prosperity message. And let me tell you something, never criticize anybody who teaches people how to prosper. No matter, maybe you don't understand the way he's doing things, but never criticize anybody who teaches people how to prosper. Because, listen to me, poverty is something that comes from the devil. It's very painful to be poor. Some people, they criticize them because they have never been poor. If you are poor, if you have been poor before, you will never criticize somebody who talks about prosperity. You won't even question it at all, seriously. So, Mike Murdock and Pastor Copeland also, they have impacted my life in a great way. So I don't know if you allow me to maybe say a few things about...
Yeah, you can say anything.
Yeah. Like Mike Murdock, let me just talk about Mike Murdock because we don't have time. Dr. Mike Murdock has impacted my life in a great way from the very young age. And I believe if you have watched previous videos, I told you that I used to watch TBN when I was young. If you didn't, please just check the description section. We will put that video there. Yeah, but Mike Murdock, I used to watch him when I was watching TBN. And like what he impacted my life with is wisdom. If you know Mike Murdock, you know him for wisdom. He likes saying God has called him to talk about wisdom. So he would say things like, wisdom is the ability to identify difference. That's his definition of wisdom. So he used to teach about wisdom on how to succeed in life, how to deal with people, So every time, most of the time, he always says 7 steps to something, 7 steps to success, 7 steps to wealth, 7. So I used to watch those steps when I was young, which really impacted my life. Even today, I do watch his videos, and they help you on the wisdom part, Like his theory is that the gospel has 2 parts. He says the gospel has, the 2 parts, the physical part and the prosperity part. Meaning, he says, you need to know the laws of God and you need to know the prosperity of God for you to succeed. So it really impacted my life a lot because in life, we don't just pray in life, but we need to deal with people. You need to have wisdom on how to deal with people. You have to have wisdom on how to manage certain things. So those wisdoms of how to manage things, I get them from Mike Murdock even today.
What is that one thing that you can mention that you heard from him and you applied it and it worked and you're happy about it? Like,
what I can say I've learned, there's a teaching, you can also search it on YouTube now. The teaching is titled 7 Decisions That Decide Your Wealth. That's the teaching of Mike Murdock that impacted my life. Basically in the teaching, what he's saying something that can strike you if you're a Christian. He says, God does not decide who becomes wealthy. Just imagine that. He says God does not decide who becomes wealthy. He says if it was God who decides who becomes wealthy or who has money, he says how can you explain the drug dealer having money and a preacher not having money? He says how do you explain that? So in his teaching, that one, he says decisions decide wealth. So he's saying what you decide, what you do, that's what they decide whether you have money or not. So that's the teaching that impacted my life, that decisions decide whether you have money or not. What you do, the decision that you do every day will decide whether you get money or you don't get money.
That is for today. Thanks for watching again. And like I said, we have a lot of videos on our channel. Make sure that you subscribe and you like and you share our videos. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.